All right, welcome back to the fourth video this week, giving you guys the best signal reviews anywhere. All right, so we're going to show the results for LamboRaul for November 7th, the start of November 7th's trading week, and see how he did. So as you can see here, I like to mark up my trend lines, something like that. That's very, very old. We're on a 15-minute time frame. Boom, we broke down, and then I've established these trend lines here. So at the beginning of the week when he started at the top of the trend line right here. So I would have already had this point and this point established, and this trend line would actually probably have been like that. So that's how I would have started the week off. Actually, no, it wouldn't have, because this move would have already been made. So actually, we'll take this back down. All right, it would have been like that because this goes down here like so. But anyway, let's just jump into the 1 minute and we'll get this thing going. This is exactly how I mark my charts up throughout the day. So you're looking at, basically what I do. I have that main trend line on the 15-minute time frame. And then I probably wasn't on the 1 minute when I did this. I was honestly probably on the 3. I made some sort of a little wedge here to push up to hit the top of that trend line. And then, yeah, basically what I would have been doing is waiting for this lower trend line to break here so that we can get in right there. But, all right, LamboRaul, his first trade right here, boom, okay? So the first trade was sent on the 9th at, what time was this? 12:46 a.m. Okay, we hit stop loss pretty quickly on this one, but I like where he's thinking. Like I said, we're approaching the top of my trend line. That's exactly how I would have traded. The only thing is, he got in a little bit too soon here, and he hit SL area. Looks like maybe about 30 minutes, an hour or so, right in here. It's about an hour and 30 minutes actually. So he barely got into stop loss, as you can see, and then from there on, he would have hit a full take profit if you drag his original take profit all the way over. The first trade he sent would have been right on the money for GU. So really close call there. I like the setup though. I like where his mind was at on that one. And then just to reiterate this this moving line here, that is the 55 EMA on a 30-minute time frame. So it's a multi-time frame EMA. Second trade came right here. He sent a signal, and this is where we initiated the trade. And then right here where this cursor is, he said to get out of the trade at break even. He didn't like how, these few candles formed, I guess, and he basically told everyone to close the trade, or at least that he was closing the trade. This is the one GU trade that I did stay in because, like I said, we had already bounced off the top of my little trend line here, and then now we were kind of floating right in this area. So I definitely liked where he put that, and I did hold this trade only to down here though. I didn't take, his target was much more realistic than mine. Obviously it's he or was it this one I held to? I don't remember, but some people saw that FTMO video that I did and they were wondering about scaling in. So or not wondering about scaling in, but how I get such big returns. So basically I would have taken this initial trade here, okay? And then as this thing moved down, I would have taken another position right here underneath. First off, we're underneath this this trend line, okay? This little channel that I got going up. So we're retesting the bottom of that channel as well as retesting the bottom of the 55 EMA on a 30-minute time frame. So we're in bearish categories right there. So what I would have done was I would have moved this stop loss down to break even, and then I would have increased my position size to double. So there, right here, this trade is pretty much running risk-free, so I'm out right there. And then this one I would have entered with another second percentage, and then put my stop loss right here at break even with the other one. So at that point, from here down, I'm getting 2%. 2% here, and then this original trade ran 3%. So right there, that's a 5% trade. Something like that is basically how I trade, and it's worked out really effective for me. So I showed a little bit of the results on the FTMO. I don't know how much of that is I shouldn't be showing or should be showing, but it's just a challenge account. So if it were my real account, I don't know about how those, numbers, you guys know, and account numbers and stuff on the internet. I don't know how that all works, but I most definitely won't be showing you my real account. But that's that's basically exactly how I take my trades. So it's the same trade, but I'm doing like trades within a trade and increasing reward while still maintaining risk at the same level, essentially. So that's how I get big rewards, and got I actually did 15,300 last week. When I made that video, I think I was only at like 3,400 or something like that, or 13,400. I took one more trade and increased that. So there's a little look on how I trade. But yeah, if he hadn't closed this out, this would have been doing very well. Let's move on to GJ. Oh, GJ right here. Let's go to the 15-minute. GJ was the only other pair that he traded. GU and GJ, I don't know if those are the only current or pairs that he works with, but I mean, sweet, that's going to be good, because it's kind of like gold. I like the gold providers I'm reviewing right now, because you always know what chart you need to be looking at. You already have your lot size established for that pair, and it's pretty neat. All right, so we have this channel push up here. Boom, we came up and retested the bottom of the channel at this level, and then yeah, we've been it down into this down channel here. We've retested that price, which, as you guys can see, is tying into the bottom of the 55 EMA right here, as well as it's just a price level that's got heavy rejection. So as we move down into this channel, big news pushed us lower, and that's why I was hesitant to take any GU trades that he sent. So I took none of these trades just because we had this massive move down, and I wouldn't have been surprised if we had, kind of ping-ponged around down here and then shot back up here to retest this level here. So, or possibly even this level or this level. There's so many levels in there. But yeah, we'll just jump into his signals and just explain to you guys why I didn't take any of these signals here. That massive impulse just kind of scared me out. I wasn't really following the news. So his third trade was a very good one. He hit full take profit if you held it the entire time. So as you can see, I talked about this a little bit in the comment sections with Will SSFX. So these price little actions here doesn't necessarily mean that your broker executed the trade. So you had your take profit, right here. Chances are with the spread, you were still in an open position and it didn't automatically close for you. So you would have had to closed it out manually, which LamboRaul sent another message here saying that he closed this out GU right here. So I don't know if that means that his broker didn't, do an automatic take profit for him, execute that trade and close it, but he sent a message which is really nice, for people who possibly didn't catch that. And we did come back up here and retest that level, but if you had gotten out down here, you would have been giving away profits too. So and then eventually you would have hit your stop loss because it came crashing back down. This is a 1 minute time frame, so this happened all within a couple hours. So, all right, moving on. That's a good victory there. Nice dub. Right here, this was the signal that he sent for a buy. The trade would have hit a full stop loss here. However, right here at about maybe 1/3%, he sent another Telegram message saying to close it here. He didn't like how it was setting up and to close that trade out. So that's really good mitigation on his part to help you guys reduce your losses. Soon after, he sent a sell, which was right here, and it got stopped out pretty quick. A few minutes later, I mean, he's really anticipating GU to drop here. So here's this trade here. He got in. Very nice. It kind of went sideways for a long time. This was London, a little bit into London. Excuse me. A little bit into London session, and then he ran it all the way to the end of New York session and then closed it manually right here. He said that he was closing, so I mean, judging off of the risk to reward, it looks like, I mean, you're like a 4-to-1 right there. So that's a really nice trade. Let's see. And then good thing you closed it manually too, because you would have hit your stop loss eventually. Or been back at entry right here and been super discouraged. If you're up like 4% or 4-to-1 risk to reward, whatever your risk is, yeah, you're going to be upset if you give back all those profits. All right, so the last trade here was sent Friday, and technically this is still an open trade. I debated on whether to put this on the screen or not. LamboRaul, I apologize. I'm definitely not out here to give away your content, but I mean, just judging by the past signals here, he's eyeing this 152 area, and I definitely think that we're going to come crashing down to it. So as you guys can see, market's already open for the day. The weekend started right here, so we're already moving along here for the 14th, and I am, I don't know if he holds these trades over the weekend. I am eyeing this area just as well. As you guys can see, we're at the top of our trend line here. I definitely think that we're gonna be hitting that. So what I'll probably do is wait for this to break that 50 EMA, probably come up and retest the bottom of that 55 EMA, and then try to get in right there and ride this bad boy down to the 152 level. So with that being said, that's all I got. I didn't put any percentages in here for you guys because, everyone manages their trades differently. I know that it's just really hard, It's really hard to why don't you guys let me know in the comment section how you want me to trade? Because or give percentages. So let's see, right here, you're running about a 1-to-1 risk to reward. At that point, would you have moved your stop loss to break even? I mean, it's pretty typical for people to do that, right? So right here, you would have moved your stop loss to break even, and then boom, you hit break even and got closed out right there. If you didn't do it right there, you pop back up to 1-to-1, and then, say you move it at that point, you got stopped out here at break even. Or if you didn't roll your stop loss closer, then you hit a full like 2-to-1 way up here. So it's hard for me to calculate those percentages for you guys. So I think I'm going to just show the trades and let you guys know a win rate and stop giving you percentages because it could really be deceiving if you're not following the signals very closely. So that's all I got for you guys. That's all of LamboRaul's signals. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to his signals because I feel like I'm kind of in his same trading style. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, drop a comment if there's anyone else you want me to review, and then any tips you guys got. Pretty much every other video you guys are dropping some recommendations or something that is going to tweak my style on giving you these reviews a little bit, and I really appreciate that. So make sure to let me know what you guys think. And the week has started. Here we go. Markets are live. So till the next video, I wish everyone limitless profit.